in doing this film, did you ever channel anybody that you remember growing up or that you knew?
Sandra Bullock. I always channel my inner Sandra. My inner Sandra to just get stuff done. Hi, I'm Ricky Whittle. This is When Zay Zay Met, and today, Zay Zay Met me.
¿Qué pasa con toda mi gente? I am Zay Zay and welcome to When Zay Zay Met. Now, today we have a wonderful actor who's been delighting audiences all around the globe with roles in Dream Team, Hollyoaks, The 100, and of course, American Gods. His acting prowess is only paralleled by his gorgeous... Hey, somebody tell my wife to stay away from my intros, please. Apparently, he's very, very handsome, I guess. We're both very, very handsome, I guess. He plays Bishop in Land of Bad, and today he's here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love. This is Ricky Whittle. Hello.
I love that intro. Nothing but love to your wife, by the way.
Hey, man, you stay away from my wife.
Hey, I want no trouble. I came here for a quiet chat with your wife. No, what? No.
Love is love. I understand. Land of Bad, man. What a great movie. But before we get to all that, you are from the Manchester area of England, right? But you actually...
Correct.
I understand that you are a military brat, right? So you grew up in different countries all over the world. Do you think that actually informed and actually helps you with your performances, that sort of trajectory? Because my wife is also a military brat. And
we spoke about that.
Yeah. One thing I know about military brats, and she told me, she's like, look, we learn very quickly to get along with other people fast, because you have to learn to make friends quickly, learn how to get along with different sorts of chameleons. Do you think that informs how you work today?
I don't think it has much of a bearing on the movie Land of Bad with regards to any kind of background knowledge, because it's my father who's actually in the forces. So as a kid, we were just dragged from base to base, country to country.
Yeah.
What that does do in general for your whole life as a forces kid, I always say that we're just built different. Like you say, we travel around, we take in all these beautiful different educational cultures, religions, faith, all these people around the world. You realize the true beauty in every single person around the world, and that we're all different, but we're all the same. We just love our people, want to go to bed at night, at the end of the day, safe and sound. Everyone's the same. Right. So you kind of get this kind of really great education of the world. And then going into acting, where you move from project to project every 2 months to every 6 months or whatever, it's kind of like I've just continued that kind of pad hopping throughout my whole life. I've never known anything different. Kind of staying in one place almost scares me. I kind of get a little bit bored of one area. So it's a beautiful opportunity in the acting world to kind of continue that travel and that education and meeting new people. And like you say, you meet new people and you have to assimilate very quickly into a new team, which is very important for Land of Bad, because obviously we're dealing with a tough landscape when we shot in Australia, and then obviously weapons. There was no live ammo, but there was blanks and controlled explosions and things. So you need that trust, and that trust comes from experience together and working together quickly to get an understanding in a relationship. Mentally though, I was able to take my experience into the movie and use that backstory for Bishop, because when you get a character, you go, this is your character, this is what he does in the story. Sometimes you don't get that backstory. So I like to sometimes, when that happens, invent something. So being a forces kid myself, where my dad was constantly away flying, I kind of used that kind of feeling that I had, that Bishop's fighting for his wife and his daughter back home. Yeah. And that's why he's so tough on Kinney at the beginning of the movie, Luke Hemsworth's character. They kind of button heads at the beginning, and he's prodding him constantly, and it's almost like a hazing but it's because he's in a very tight team with Luke Hemsworth's character, Milo Ventimiglia's character, where any hesitation costs lives. And a new character coming into that kind of tight-knit group could jeopardize that. And if you hesitate, someone dies. And if that someone's me, my wife and daughter are now without, you know, the husband, their father. And so I kind of take my personal experience there to kind of fuel Bishop's anger at the beginning of the movie to kind of like, look, you better just keep up and not mess this up, because if someone dies, it better not be me.
Exactly. I famously, there's so many actors that talk about channeling very specific people in their lives when approaching a role, right? For some reason, the one that comes to mind right now is Eddie Murphy. When he talked about doing any of the Beverly Hills Cops in a specific scene, he channeled Bruce Lee for some reason while he was walking around. It's so silly.
I thought you were going to say Bruce Willis. I get that.
No, he channeled
Bruce Lee?
Bruce Lee, like a very specific eye thing that Bruce Lee used to do. In doing this film, did you ever channel anybody, like maybe your dad or something? Did you channel anybody that you remember growing up but that you knew when doing the work?
Sandra Bullock. Yeah, I always channel my inner Sandra. My inner Sandra to just get stuff done. I love Sandra.
I do too.
Oh my God, do I love her. I guess I've always said that, like, my acting, people like questioning my acting kind of tone and technique in various roles that I've done. I mean, I'm obviously a goofy Brit, but I'm always cast as the stoic American. So I always say if Will Smith and Tom Hardy had a baby, that's you know, Bishop.
Okay. Will Smith and Tom Hardy.
So I'm basically Will Smith and Tom Hardy's love child. There you go.
Okay. Well, I love the whole acting thing to begin with. I mean, watching this movie in some cases was so surreal. You're really talking about an elite military, U.S. military unit, and then the suspension of disbelief like happened so quickly. You at one point you pause to realize that you're watching two Aussies having a conversation about being from Ohio. You're like, what the heck?
It's not just that. We got this American Special Forces team dropped into the Philippines when really we're shooting Australia. I'm British. You've got Liam Hemsworth and Luke Hemsworth, obviously the royal family of Australia. Russell Crowe, the king of Australia. And then we have our solo American in Milo Ventimiglia, who's basically Italian. I mean, if you're trying to tell me Ventimiglia is that well-known American name, come on. So, but that's the industry, you know. That's why we get into it, you know. It's right. You know, it's that make believe. We're playing Peter Pan for life, you know, that make believe for a living, which is so much fun. And I'm currently doing a project that I can't really talk about right now, but it's the first time I've used my own accent in, I don't even know how long, in over a decade. And it is so confusing to me because I now read scripts in American because I'm just so used to kind of playing American characters that, and when I started, I started talking like this as if I went to school with William and Harry. And I'm like, why are you pretending to be British? You are British, just do you.
Just do you.
I was putting on a British accent because I forgot I was British.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, it's fun. I love doing accents. It's an extra layer that you kind of add. I also think that sometimes when you're thinking about the accent, you're not worried about the acting, and when you're thinking about the acting, you're not worried about the accent. So they kind of balance off. That puts me in just this perfect equilibrium where I'm just at peace with whatever role I'm doing. And because you know you do the prep, you just have fun out there, and who better to have fun with than those incredible actors. It was just 4 kids running around the mountains with guns. It was hilarious. Nothing but fun.
I'm glad you're having a good time, man, and we're having a good time watching you. We appreciate you being here with us today, man. Thanks for having a great time. Land of Bad, we appreciate you, man.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I've got nothing but love for your wife and your Bond villain chair.
Do me a favor, man. 30 seconds. Sell me this movie. Why do I need to see Land of Bad?
Because it's the best action film you're going to see in 2024. And we're in February, so I know what's coming. I know what movies are coming out this year. I'm going early. Land of Bad is the best action film, the most intense action film you're going to watch. It is non-stop roller coaster ride thriller. with nothing but warmth and heart coming from the least likely source in Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe brings gravitas, he brings presence, but he brings that nice guy comedy. He's hilarious in this movie, and he brings this heart and warmth that is only, rarely seen by him, and he really is the heart of this movie. So that balance between kind of crazy epic intensity and the beauty and the gravitas that he brings, this is a perfect movie. I said it.
Thank you so much again. Appreciate you. Land of Bad in theaters February 16th. Don't miss it. He said it's the perfect movie. You gotta watch it. Why wouldn't you watch the perfect movie?
I don't lie.
He don't lie. The man don't lie. Gotta see it. Two Aussies walking. Ohio. Who knew?
OHIO.
OHIO. They
Love
blow
it.
the whole
Love
thing
it,
up.
man.
They blow it all up.
Awesome. You've been a blast, man.
You've been a blast too. I appreciate you. Looking forward to see you again soon.
Appreciate it, brother. Have a good one.
Thank you all so much for watching When Zay Zay Met. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to be notified when we upload more conversations with celebrities and other interesting people. Now, if you'd like to see your favorite celebrity on the show, it's simple. Just tell us who that is by leaving us a comment down below. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Hasta la próxima. Lo quiero del corazón.